Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Believe Everything. I'm your host, Abby Jershauer.
And I'm your other host, Matthew Bastion.
So, it's been a minute. We're just going to address the elephant in the room.
We both got haircuts.
We did, and
Look a little different now.
we do look a little bit different. And it might be a big shock to people listening because they're used to like how we look.
Yep.
But it'll be all right. We'll get through it. But we're not talking about the Illuminati today, actually. We're
or
talking
our
about
haircuts.
what? You say or our haircut. Okay, good intro. It's been like a whole semester. We are talking about birds.
What about them?
That they're not real.
That they're not real.
Ooh, that they're not real.
What does that mean they're not real?
I'll cover that later. Basically, how this podcast is set up is that I have researched a conspiracy theory and Matthew's going to react and I'm going to give him some questions along the way and just hear his thoughts. And we swap each episode with who does what. So last episode, I was able to just sit back and listen. And now that's Matthew's job. He's just been waiting and waiting to sit back
here, just take in the information. I'm excited. I don't have to do very much.
He looks so excited right now. If only you guys could see him.
I'm just going back and forth in my chair, just side to side.
Maybe you guys can hear it in the sound. Maybe it's
you
just
might hear
going
the squeak of the chair like very quietly. It's gonna be good.
This episode is gonna be a little bit shorter, probably because the conspiracy theory I chose. Okay, for me, Matthew, I want your opinion on this.
Yep.
The birds are government drones, government spies. I felt like that's been around for so long.
It's a conspiracy theory that feels like it has like an old soul.
It does. Like the Illuminati had so much beautiful history.
I think
and birds aren't real does not, unfortunately. It started like so much later than I thought it did. I'm so disappointed. But it's gonna be really fun because everything about it is interesting and cool and you're gonna love it. Believe me. Believe everything.
Believe everything. I think it's also like the idea of like distrust in the government and a surveillance state is just things that have like existed forever.
Classic thing.
Look at the Illuminati, for example, right?
Ooh, callback.
Seriously, guys, check out the last episode. It's really good.
Yeah, this is only our second episode.
This is the second episode. Check out the first one while you guys are waiting for the next one.
We're gonna be, I promise, and you guys can hold me to this, I promise we will be more consistent next semester, next year.
On my life.
On Matthew's
on
life.
My life.
Specifically his.
Also, guys, just like a little, we hid like a bunch of little Easter eggs in the first episode. That like you need to watch a couple of times in order to understand them.
Yes, so feel free. If you already listened to it, it's been a while. Go back, listen again.
Listen again. Get our streams up.
Well, that's just will happen alongside it, but that's not the reason why we're asking you to do this.
Oh, that was the reason.
Shh, it's okay.
Yeah, just rewatch. Just rewatch it for the intrinsic value it'll bring you.
Okay, Matthew. Let's get into it. He said that the first episode, I remember.
I did?
He said, let's just get right into it. And I thought it was funny.
I swore off listening to it again. So I
actually listened to the first 5 minutes because I wanted to know how we started it. And it wasn't that bad. It's okay. Okay, we're not even talking. I was about to say, so the birds work for the bourgeoisie. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
That was my first introduction to this conspiracy theory. Do you have an introduction to it?
That's a good question. I mean, it's kind of like I don't remember the first time I heard the idea that the moon landing was fake, right? Or like something.
That's true. I think this one I have such a not personal connection, but because of like the history it has had on social media, because it is a recent it's a recent conspiracy
2 months ago.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me start off with the overview of it.
Okay.
The movement claims that the United States government genocided 12 billion birds from 1959 to 2001 and replaced them with lookalike surveillance drone replicas that continue to spy on the citizens.
You know what? More power to whoever believes that the United States decided it had more to gain out of spending the resources and the time to genocide all the birds in America.
And it makes you wonder because I know you're joking, you're being facetious, but I think this was a covert operation, all right? So people didn't know it had to do with the birds. So maybe there's things that the government's being funded, like the government's funding is going to certain places, and we think it's for the military. No, it's for killing more birds.
Do you think
about that?
Okay, let me think about that. I can't say, and I'm open to my mind being changed.
Okay.
I'm serious. I think birds might just still exist.
Okay, that's a hot take. It's okay. Don't click off right now because I know the whole thing. Birds aren't real. I thought we agreed.
No.
Interesting. Okay. Anyways,
that's incorrect.
The theory started in drumroll 2017.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, when college Peter McIndoe was visiting a friend in Nashville. So at the time, there were a lot of women's marches going on, and he felt uneasy when he watched counter-protesters try and disrupt the Nashville march. So he thought, who would be going against these women that are just, protesting? And he realized a lot of the things that they believed in were a little silly. So he was like, let me join.
The women or the counter-protesters?
The counter-protesters. This man supported the women. Let me be clear. I realized I wrote that in a way that it could be the counter. No.
They're just silly.
No, the women. Yeah, he didn't like them.
Oh.
But as a joke, he wrote birds aren't real on a piece of cardboard, and he did that because it was the most nonsensical thing he could think of, and joined the counter-protesters. So he's walking around with birds aren't real, kind of trying to say that you guys are dumb for thinking these things.
Like holding up a mirror.
Exactly. And I wanted to ask you, Matthew, what silly thing would you write on cardboard to show them that they're being silly? He just sighed, by the way. I don't think it picked up. Ooh, it did a little.
Yeah, it's a very tiny waveform. Oh, goodness. Oh, no.
I know I'm going to ask you a lot of questions today, so get ready.
I'd write the grass grabs you.
What does that mean?
The grass, you walk on the grass, it grabs you.
It grabs at you? What would the grass be trying to do?
Pull you with it. Pull you down with it.
Pull you down. Everyone knows grass goes
straight down. I feel like grass is so upset about just being so low to the ground and it can't even move. Like trees at least
that actually makes a lot of sense, and people are stepping on them all day.
Exactly. So they're taking the revenge.
Okay, Matthew, start this movement. Believe everything new movement. The grass grabs you. It sounds cool. And if you want a new band name, Matthew's got you. So.
Let us know if you guys are interested in any kind of shirts or hat wear. We can do the grass grabs you with the little triangle logo on it. I think that could be pretty cool. If you guys are interested in that, just let us know. Even if you're not interested in that, let us know that you'd want it. And that you'd buy.
We're just rambling at this point. Yeah, we'll do merch if we need to.
Just let us know, you guys. Please.
But when he wrote this on the cardboard, people at the protest started to ask questions. And he improvised a history for the movement, and the footage went viral, as the kids say, Ellen level viral.
A lot of views, a lot of likes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Of the
Thank you for explaining what viral means.
For those confused.
And then millennials and Gen Zers began to spread this theory as a joke due to the amount of misinformation being spread. So it's just trying to bring awareness to misinformation and how a lot of people will believe the dumbest things.
A lot of people just believe everything they see on the internet. Yep. Eagle-eyed viewers will catch that.
That's one of the Easter eggs that was in the last episode, by the way.
Add up. Okay, I'll give you guys a little hint. Add up the amount of times we say believe everything in that episode. Subtract it by 3. Divide by 2. Add 6, and you get your age. Type that into a URL. See what you get.
Oh my god! And comment how old you are, and if we got it right.
Yeah, guys, do that. And
comment
then,
your age.
And then if we got it right, you have to buy our merch.
That doesn't exist quite yet, but it'll be there.
We're working on it. Just let us know what you guys want. We'll do it.
Bro, Matthew, you have to get super excited. Because you know why?
Okay.
Because question 1 is approaching. Ooh, question 1. Are you excited?
I think my heart dropped. My heart dropped instantly. I think my blood pressure is like dangerously low now.
So
we got to get through it quick.
Oh yeah, really fast. Question 1. When did Peter McIndoe admit that he did not believe in the conspiracy? Because at the protest, as I said, he improvised this and it was all a joke, but people did not know that. And he kind of had a persona of being this crazy conspiracy theorist, and he did that for a bit. So when did he admit that he did not believe in the conspiracy theory? 2019? 2017, which was the year when everything was created, the idea was made. 2021 or 2023?
Can I be honest with you?
Did you see it? Did you actually? Matthew.
I think so. Is it 2021?
Yes, bro.
I should have said something sooner. I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, no. Did you look? Did you look at any? I have a computer where I have kind of like an outline for what we're talking about today. And Matthew took a look at it.
I didn't.
All right. Matthew versus Abby boxing match happening.
I'm losing that.
At the end of this month.
I'm losing that.
Yeah, we know, bro.
2017.
Wrong is 2021.
Oh.
All right.
You should.
I can't.
I'm gonna want to.
Okay,
look.
now he's like, I have to move the thing.
I'll move.
No. I'll move the.
I'll move this way.
You can hear him scooting over. So now we're gonna talk about the fake lore of the podcast. Of the podcast. But
there's real
theory.
Lore.
There's
you can find it by re-listening to the first episode.
Shut up, bro. You're done. So Peter posted on Facebook in 2017 about how he made a satirical movement. So I'd like to say, technically, you said the 2 technically correct answers. Because 2017, he talks about it being a satirical movement and that people seem to like it. However, he claimed the post was written by a staffer that was then fired. So he doubled down. He was like, this is going to be a joke. But then the footage kind of blew up. And he said, wait, no, I want people to think I actually believe this. So he said, no, that wasn't me. That was a staffer, and they're fired now.
Oh.
Would you believe him? You have to, because you believe everything. But
yeah, well, yeah. So because I believe everything, I'd have to believe him. So.
He has a website actually called birdsaren'treal.com.
Does he have any merch?
Yes, he does. He has a lot. Yeah, and it's kind of expensive too. But
guys,
who am I to say anything about?
Seriously, let us know. But that's all. Like, how much is it? Like,
there is a lot. How much is the merch?
We'll go both. I'm interested in how
Let me look. I think shirts are around okay, that's actually not awful. It's $35 for shirts. To me, that seems pretty a lot. But all merch is kind of expensive. I mean, ours wouldn't be, but
yeah, ours would be super.
Like $5.
Well.
Yeah, probably around that much.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it, but. I'm just saying, if he can make some baloney movement, right?
Baloney.
If he can make some legitimate, hold on,
Matthew Bastian.
It was.
Oh my god.
No, I'm sorry.
What's his full name?
Yeah, I said that. If he can make a baloney, if he can make a legitimate movement and sell his merch for $35, and we pour our blood, sweat, tears, and hearts and souls
that's accurate, actually,
into this every semester, then I think we deserve to price our shirts at least 50.
15? Oh.
50.
50?
Yes.
I'm so sorry you
I'm
guys
willing to go
to hear that.
55.
No. So
45.
I'm here for the people where it's going to be $5 and you can leave this podcast. If you don't, I can just talk here by myself.
20.
Be honest, who do you guys like more?
Guys, we're gonna leave a post. We're gonna make a post.
No, please
we're gonna
don't
make
do
a poll.
that. No. I don't want
and
that.
then everyone can pick Abby.
Yes, okay, that's okay then.
And then, well, no.
Oh.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the website.
Yeah, is it just all like birds aren't real? Is that just
there's like an information evidence page is what they have, and there's so much information about this conspiracy theory. It's just like spewing nonsense. I wish I had the job of writing this backstory because it is intense and it is shocking, and some of y'all be wary listening because it's crazy.
Is it?
The page claims that this movement has been active since 1976. So while I pretend, it's not a historical conspiracy theory, the page would totally disagree. Well, I guess that's not super historical, but
I'm so curious as the people who believe it. Like, it's so, like you can find this information. Like, you found this information. Someone who genuinely might believe it, and I don't even know if there's probably someone out there who does believe it. No, here's what it is.
Okay, tell me.
Someone believes it, but they think that something like this was created as a cover-up by the government to make it seem like it's stupid. Oh. But to them, it's a genuine thing. But they think of this whole thing as like a cover-up.
That's actually smart. I kind of believe it now. Mm-hmm. This is like when I was in middle school and I watched a Shane Dawson video about how like the moon landing was fake and that the Earth was flat, and I kind of believed it for like 10 minutes.
What was his conclusion? Was it?
I watched it in like 6th grade, Matthew.
But like, what was? You remember like what? Like, was he like? Oh, this is actually like.
Oh, Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
Oh, he was kind of like, he was open to it because he was very into conspiracy theories. So he was kind of like, oh, maybe this could be real. He kind of had some good evidence.
I feel like any evidence could be good if you're Shane Dawson and don't look into any counter.
I started freaking out. I remember I told my mom, like, I don't know about if the Earth is round. And she said, Abby, you have to stop this right now. And then she helped me kind of lock in because that would have been embarrassing.
Mother, we might be on a disc. We might be on it. Mother, the dome might collapse at any moment.
The idea that I call my mom mother is great. You give off someone that would call their mom mother vibes, like so much.
Sometimes I say mother.
As a joke or like seriously?
Usually joke, I think.
Okay, I do the same thing.
I usually say mom.
For people that call their parents mother and father, no hate, just letting you know you're welcome to keep watching.
And buy our merch that could be coming out.
We're done with this merch bit. Only if it's $5, we will be selling merch.
55.
55. Okay, 55 for 5. We can ask what the people want.
Would you guys? Okay, we'll set up a poll after this. Who do you like more? And would you rather pay $5 for a shirt, or really think about it? Because imagine the quality. $55 for a shirt.
All right. The page claimed. Let me just restate that whole bullet point because we went on a tangent. The page claims that this movement has been active since 1976, having originally been founded to stop the genocide for birds. So that was the original implication of the birds are real movement.
And then it morphed into the replacing of the birds?
Yes. So, but this failed. They couldn't stop the genocide, so now they're bringing attention to it. And now they make sure people are aware that birds have been replaced by robotic replicas.
Right.
So they were originally trying to help stop the genocide of birds, which is very interesting because I never heard about that happening.
Very noble, too.
It is a noble cause. And the fact that they've stuck with it, even though, like, they could have just been like, oh, we tried and now we're done.
Yeah.
But now they're, like, continuing on with their beautiful message. And I think that's awesome.
It's heartwarming. You guys can't see me right now, but a lone tear just came out of my eye.
Looking at him right.
I don't know. Came out of my eye.
You said it gross.
What is it? ran down my cheek.
So while this is all satirical, they have found their website. They've made their website extremely in depth, so that people will see all the information and just think, okay, yeah, it must be real then.
Right.
That's my bit. I added it because I was reading it, and it is so long. I was like, okay, if I just wanted to look, and I believed in this theory for some reason, and I never like did any other research except looking at the website for birds aren't real,
which is probably what happens.
Which is, I'm sure, happens sometimes. I was like, this is so much information, but they're saying like senator. They're talking about like the government. I was like, okay.
Does it read like it's like believable?
No, it's really dumb.
Okay.
But some of it, I guess you could believe. It's really like.
Is it just like overwhelming?
It's overwhelming, and they use words that it's like this, but like the actual content is no way you would believe that.
Okay.
But the people, like, they're talking about politicians and using different like actual government like raids and things like that. They're bringing in a lot of historical evidence, but it doesn't make sense. And I wanted to ask you, if someone was trying to convince you of something fake, what would be the best tactic to use to convince you? Because I felt like for me the overwhelming information kind of worked a little bit. So
probably overwhelming, and if it seemed like, I guess someone, no, is the thing that they're trying to convince me of like something like stupid like this?
It's something pretty dumb, yeah. And I'm not saying you'd have to believe it, just like most likely to believe it.
Okay, maybe it'd get me to be like,
yeah.
Okay, maybe something like overwhelming like that, or if I was threatened, I'd probably be more inclined.
Wait, that's actually a really good idea. Threatening someone to believe this?
I don't think so. You don't
think that's a good idea?
Well, I mean, if you're it.
Oh wow, he like just didn't even know what to say because he was so scared.
I'm just saying, I don't want anyone to threaten me over this. People already started just attacking me, berating me for the first episode of our podcast.
So do you think that's gonna help you be better for this episode? Like, do you think you're better this episode?
Threatening me?
Yeah, because you said threatening would help you. Am I crazy? Oh wait, that would actually work on me. Is if
threatening?
No. If I was talking to someone and they like said back what I was saying, but kind of in like, "Are you dumb?" tone.
Oh.
Like if I was talking to them and they were like, "You think birds are real?"
Is it someone like you trust, or like,
no.
or is it someone like you think is like cool, and like they might seem
I
like
kind of
cool
respect them.
Okay, yeah.
That would be hard for me to be like, "Oh,
am I dumb?
Am I stupid?"
Is there something wrong with me?
A big gaping hole in this theory is, how did all the birds get murdered? Because I'm reading this, I'm like, okay, they got what?
They never say how?
Well, okay, I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they got replaced. I get it. And then how did they even do all that? Because there'd be dead birds everywhere.
Right.
There's the genocide of the birds are happening. No one knows about it. There's a huge... I just didn't buy that. I'm like, I could kind of buy this theory, but this is really bad.
That's where you draw the line.
How would you like kill all the birds in the most discreet way possible? How would you do it? And you can be as creative as as much as you want, because the reasoning they have is silly. So
I would follow the migration patterns of the birds and trace wherever places they landed the most. And if it's by a body of water, I'd poison that body of water, or probably poison their food supply as well. Maybe
how would it not poison the humans?
Assuming that it's like further, like if
it's like super okay.
Yeah, and I feel like also like nighttime would probably be a good time to hold like covert operations like in cities and whatnot.
Nighttime, yeah.
Maybe like just even like taking the birds, maybe like pretending as.
Would you have a ski mask on?
I'd probably more like a raccoon, like.
What are you talking about? Oh, like the old timey bank robber.
Yeah,
bro. I
have a raccoon
on your face.
I probably used the raccoon on my face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's really smart. I never thought about that.
Well, it's the kind of out of the box thinking that you need in order to kill all the birds.
Oh yeah.
Or for believing
everything. It's hard to believe everything. People don't think about that. You have to believe everything. Work. Even things that go against each other. It's like a paradox.
Yeah.
Sorry. And now you're gonna know how they actually killed all the birds.
Oh.
So after 2 years, 120.
That's a lifetime.
After 2 years, 120 water tank bombers were successfully created. So they were created specifically to wipe out the birds. And each water tank was filled with a quote-unquote bird poison that, when consumed, would infect birds with a virus that would spread to other birds.
Oh.
And now you're thinking, okay, they'd spread to other birds. That makes sense. But, like, how would it not affect the humans, right? Because, like, you're spraying the, the sky with this bird poison. How would it not hit the humans? So the poison was sprayed from an altitude of 8,000 feet and would dissolve before it hit the ground, only affecting the birds. Oh, wait, your hand was raised.
Yeah, I don't know if I was paying attention. Wait, so it's poison and a virus?
So, yeah, the poison, I don't know why it's called bird poison, but it's
that might be part of, was that in the
website? That's in the website.
Part of the
being silly.
Yeah.
Oh, very silly.
Oh.
Well, it's because it's like they consume it and it infects the birds with a virus that spreads to other birds. So like the poison that falls from the sky is consumed by birds.
Yeah, I feel like that would just be contaminated.
But see, the thing is because of the altitude, it dissolves before it hits the ground. That's what they're saying. They're saying, like, they fall and it's so perfect that it just hits the birds and it keeps going down and it doesn't hit the ground.
The miracles of, like, what humanity is able to accomplish.
The government's hiding a lot.
You guys can't see, but a single tear just rolled down my chin.
Ew. A single tear. It's beautiful, though. And it just created a heart. Oh my god, and then another tear's coming out, and it just formed a really weird shape.
I can't stop crying.
Oh my god. Matthew, get away from the microphone. Oh my god, the whole thing just... Oh my god, something actually did just fall. I think it was my phone. And that was because it's flooding because of Matthew's tears.
The production room is haunted.
Ooh.
Oh, new conspiracy theory, anyone? All right.
It's okay. I think it's all right. Next.
Everyone misses.
Okay, this is a really important question for me because I came up with these, except for 2. So I came up with 2 of them. But it's my favorite question. So question 2.
Ooh.
What was the real name of this covert operation?
Oh, that's cool.
So one of these is the real name of the operation. The other one is an undercover one used by the government when talking about the real one. So there's 2.
Say that all
again. I'm going to try to explain this, but maybe it'll make more sense when you have the names. But basically, there's 2 names that were used by the government. One was like, when it's like they have a secret name for what they call it.
Right.
And it's the undercover, but there's an actual name, like the real people know that this is what it's called.
Wait, so when you say secret name, I'm
asking for the real name of the covert operation, the one that the really, like, top people called it.
So the other one is kind of surfacing. It's
the other one's undercover name for it.
So okay, it's like the cover. It's like Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm there. Yeah.
Okay. A. Water the country. B. Operation Very Large Bird. C. Quiet the Wings.
Wow.
D. Bye Bye Birdie.
Ugh.
I can re-say those 2.
What was the first one? Water
the country.
Yeah, that's... Well,
how do you feel about any of these?
That feels like the like parody of what would be the cover, and it's an initiative to water the country.
Oh, that's a good like initiative for sure.
I think the country needs more water. Where do they get the water from? The country? And
whoa, Matthew, you're on to something. The way he said that made you sound like you like came up with something, but I don't think you did.
DM us on Instagram if you got chills.
Bro, I looked at my phone. This is me a few weeks from this episode. Oh my gosh, I just checked my phone and there's so many. It's blowing up.
I just wanted to let you guys know I got chills when he said that thing.
I don't even know what you said. About water the country.
Yeah.
So I'll go over them one last time.
Okay.
Water the country. That's the one you thought was like very cool. Operation Very Large Bird, Quiet the Wings, and Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye Bye Birdie feels too on the nose, but it's also really funny. It feels like perfect for the kind of thing that they're like doing.
Yeah. I get that.
Oh man, Quiet the Wings feels like a Hunger Games title.
That one is very Hunger Games-esque. Kafka-esque.
What is that?
Like Franz Kafka. I think, doesn't like Jesse say that in Breaking Bad? Never mind.
Maybe.
Let's just keep going.
What was the second one?
Operation Very Large Bird.
Oh my goodness.
Bonus points if you can get the undercover one, but you're trying to guess the real one right
feels
now.
Like code names.
Oh yeah, that's a fun game. Let's play that next episode.
Can we just play that now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'll start. This is difficult. This is actually difficult.
And you guys play along at home, okay?
Everyone at home play along with us. With me.
And then everyone call Matthew stupid for if he gets it wrong.
Call me dumb. DM us to say that you got chills.
Okay, bro, keep going.
Okay. Okay. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna look at my computer.
Bye Bye Birdie.
Is the real name?
I guess. Oh.
I came up with that one, so thank you.
It's really good.
It's actually a movie. It's a musical film from the 60s.
Bye Bye Birdie. It did sound familiar.
Yes. So maybe that's why you like were drawn to it.
But it could have also been. I feel like people in the government are cynical enough to.
They would. Oh, it's
like,
so crazy.
Oh, it's like the play, but we're killing a lot of birds.
That's actually pretty funny of them if they did that. The other one I came up with was Quiet the Wings.
Yeah.
So the two that you have left are Water the Country and Operation Very Large Bird. Do you have a final guess for which one?
Okay, so Operation Water the Country is definitely the cover. No, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The other...
and then the real one's just Operation Very Large Bird.
That's so...
And I thought that was so funny. I really liked that.
What is it even like?
It's like...
because the bombers are large, is that?
I don't even know.
Now I'm mad.
You wish it was a different one. Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye Bye Birdie is funny. That's a really good pick. Leave a DM.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to talk about, this is our last big section.
Okay.
So, just letting you know. This is where he is now. Where's McIndoe? So, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Just letting you know. McIndoe has made many in-person media appearances, with co-founders Connor. I'm gonna say his last name wrong. I think it's Connor Gados. Gados.
Maybe Gados.
There's a Y. I'll say Gados. Connor Gados and Claire Cronus. All these names sound fake, by the way. Whatever. While the movement had other founders, Pete is the face of the. Why do you say introduction? He is the phase of, I don't know why I said that. He is the phase of the movement as he came up with the original idea. And
are you fixing it?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. I just want it to be right. And in 2019, he did an interview with WREG TV, WREG, where the show's hosts asked whether or not the movement was satirical. So they asked him that question. And this led to a super awkward moment where Peter acted extremely offended and angry at the show for even saying something like that. So they're like, it's a very lighthearted interview. And they're like, oh, yeah, like, so is this a satirical movement? Everyone's been wondering. And he gets really upset. He's like, I can't believe you'd even ask me that.
I'd be mad, too.
I know. I was like, that is accurate because why would he do? But it was just such a shift because he was being so positive.
Right.
It is a very odd, and they're so uncomfortable. I would watch this clip. Jamie put the clip in, but it's just so, I don't know. It's so embarrassing. I watched it. I was like, I can't watch this. And but yeah, he was obviously in character then.
Was it embarrassing for him or the interview?
For both of them.
Just secondhand.
I was embarrassed for everyone. His was less embarrassing because like if he was being serious, I'd be like, okay, yes, he's standing up for himself. But the lady and the guy were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And in January 2022, this is the first interview with McIndoe where he was not in character. So that's, you said 2022, or right? Yeah, you said that.
I thought it was 21.
Oh, 21 was when he first said it publicly, like online, but 2022 is the first interview.
Okay.
Sorry. That was the first, so January 2022, so very close to 2021. And his original intentions to showcase the extent to which misinformation has flooded media was stated very blatantly, and he continues to give lots of give talks about conspiracy theorists and the lunacy of it all. And he even, I think, did a TED Talk talking about how the movement made him see a lot of misinformation and things like that. And he uses these theories to find, and how people use the theories to find communities in loneliness.
Right.
And how he saw a lot of people drawn to birds aren't real, even though it was such a dumb thing. Like, obviously, his intention was not to start a movement based off this. It was literally just a joke.
He just wanted to go viral on the internet and get a lot of clicks and likes.
Yeah, so Peter's canceled.
Really?
We're canceling him right now on this podcast. He's not canceled in real life. I'm sorry.
You guys have heard it right now.
You actually got scared, Matthew.
Buy our merch to cancel.
Oh, yes, guys, do it.
Buy our merch to cancel what, Peter?
Yeah, Peter
McIndoe.
Oh.
Mac and cheese and cookie dough.
I feel like this one's going to be obvious. I'm sorry, I'm just ignoring you. Mac and cheese and cookie dough? What are you even talking about? Was that a joke for Peter McIndoe? Mac and cheese and cookie dough?
I wouldn't call it a joke. I think
Is that what the shirt's going to say?
I think I was just nervous.
For $55. We're canceling Peter McIndoe, mac and cheese and cookie dough.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Now,
this one's actually a very important one because it could relate to new merch.
The question.
The question.
Okay.
My third question. My third and final question.
3.
Which of these is a slogan I made to promote birds aren't real?
Oh, so there's multiple. It's like 2 truths and a lie.
3 truths and 1 lie, exactly. So, if it flies, it spies. Make love, not birds. Bird watching goes both ways. No more vines, just power lines. How do you feel about any of those? Any of those jumping out to you? Any of these you're like, wow, these are really good.
Well, they all frustrate me.
What? These are really good.
Say all of them again.
Okay. If it flies, it spies.
That one's not bad.
Make love, not birds.
That one is...
Bird... that one's... Bird watching goes both ways. And no more vines, just power lines.
No more vines, just power lines.
Is that your answer? You just said it.
No, I'm good.
Most like not assertive person ever. Just saying it right back to me.
Answer every question while looking at the corner of the room. Goodness gracious.
Oh, that was a good reaction. Just letting you know.
Clip that and send that to your friend.
DM him that on Instagram.
DM me the clip. I think
go with your gut.
I think you wrote the Vines Power Lines one.
I did.
Yeah.
Good job, Matthew.
Yes.
That one is really bad compared to these. I had no idea what to say. I was trying to think like nature, and then, but my favorite one out of these is make love, not birds. I think that's really funny. And you were dissing that one, sneak diss.
I don't know, like what
Drake says that.
I think I keep approaching it like it's a real.
Who sneak disses? Kendrick? No, Drake does. Kendrick was saying that. Sorry, what were you saying, Matthew?
Yeah, I was saying. It's 8:00. My watch is telling me.
8 a.m.
Yeah, we're recording this. We started recording at 7:20 in the morning. What was I even talking about?
We were talking about make love, not birds, and all the different slogans.
Yeah, I think I keep approaching it from like an idea of like this is like a real thing. Like this is
bird watching goes both ways is really good.
That one is fire.
And if it flies, it spies is good. But my favorite one is bird watching goes both ways. My favorite dumb one is make love, not birds. I think that's just dumb.
It's like I don't understand what it's even trying to. Well,
I didn't get that either. Make love, not birds.
Like what are you talking?
They're saying like stop the genocide of. But they're not making, or like, oh, they are making.
They're making the birds, but it's like, why are you
How does that have to...
throwing making love in there?
I don't know.
I feel like make love, not war makes like.
That was my saving grace. I was like, I know the other two he's not going to choose those, but maybe he'll say make love, not birds, because it's bad. Mine, I feel like you can tell I made mine because it's just long. No more vines, just power lines. But I thought it had a ring to it.
I thought it was good.
No more vines, just power lines.
My least favorite is easily the make love, not bird. I think I don't like make love and birds being in the same sentence.
It definitely doesn't seem like two things that would go together.
Yeah, it sounds like it was created by like a weirdo. Which
Peter's canceled.
Yeah, so Peter's canceled. Buy our merch.
Mac and cheese cookie dough.
Mac and cheese cookies.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna eat some mac and cheese and cookie dough after this.
Together. Just put it like all in like a bowl.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's like you bake it. I've the crust.
It's viral. It's everyone's like getting like clicks and likes from like making their own mac and cheese and cookie dough.
I'm just letting you know no one else is seeing that on their social media.
I'm just letting you know that you're alone.
Wait, I have one last question for you.
Oh?
Yeah. It's a really important question.
Okay.
Would you trust someone who believes in the birds aren't real conspiracy with your child?
I feel like it depends on which camp they sit in. And I think we can demarcate
Ooh.
I think we can demarcate each type of person by which slogan they most identify with.
Ooh, I really like that idea. Okay, so if it flies, it spies. Would you trust that person with your kid?
I think it'd be a similar thing to the Illuminati, where like they'd be protectful. Protective.
I would not want. See, I would if it flies, it spies. Feels like I understand the like protective perspective.
Ooh.
But I feel like that one is probably the most like scary out of all of them.
That's true. I mean, it's also like, are they afraid that? I don't know why I'm thinking about this specifically, but
no, it's good.
Well, could they be afraid that, like, for instance, hypothetically, that they couldn't like let the child hold like a silver utensil, like pure silver utensil, because it might be like a werewolf? Like what?
What are you talking about? Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Oh, what are you talking about?
I feel dumb right now because I have no idea what that means.
I'm thinking. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that. Like, what if they think of like something crazy like that too? Like, it's like if it flies, it spies. Like, what if they're like, I can't.
You see, he's laughing right now because he knows it's stupid.
I don't think it's. I actually think it's really smart. Cause. And then I think make love, not war. Definitely not.
War?
Make love, not birds. Yeah. I think.
Oh, my fault.
I think that person is not going anywhere near my child, and in fact, I might file a restraining order.
That's actually, I understand that. Very like, ooh, make love, not birds, but it's like you're freaking me out.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, That's
Like,
kind of like you with the werewolf thing. But yeah.
I really don't know like what I was talking about.
I don't know where you said silver fork and a werewolf. Are
they not hurt by silver?
Birds?
Werewolves.
I didn't think so. Isn't that like a vampire thing?
I thought Silver Bullet. Who's Silver Bullet? Is that vampire?
I feel like no. I feel like not because they get killed with like the
wooden stake.
Wait, I'm gonna look this up. How do you? Or I'll look up the silver bullet thing.
In the meantime, while she's looking that up, I will implore you all to follow our Instagram. I think it's at believe_everything_.
You're right.
Instagram.
In folklore, silver bullet often one of the few weapons that are effective against a werewolf, vampire, witch, or other supernatural being.
See, what if he's so paranoid that he believes that too? That like the baby could be a werewolf.
Okay, you're like adding on to it. You're like, if you believe in birds aren't real, you probably believe in a lot of other things. Is what you're.
Yeah, I think I'm imagining like a sitcom scenario. It's like,
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I entrusted my child with this guy, and now he thinks that my child can't touch any silverware because then he'll be hurt because he's a werewolf.
I like the train of thought that you went on.
I don't know where it came from.
I have no idea. It's just your mind is built differently, I guess. And that's tough.
Leave it DM.
All right.
About that.
I mean, that was my last question, Matthew.
Well, there's a third. There's another one. There's another slogan.
Oh, bird watching goes both ways.
Yeah, I like that one. So I think I'd.
You would trust your child.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
I agree with you totally. Wait, how about no more vines, just power lines?
Yeah, that one's chill too.
That one's chill.
Yeah.
It's the environment, but it's also like chill. It's not like making love, not birds is like freaky.
That's like I not only don't want you around my child, I don't want you around anyone.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me.
Yeah. Nice.
Everyone, round of applause for that episode. We finally did it. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I guess to close off or end it. We're gonna end it. Just what Matthew was saying. Follow us on Instagram because that's where you're gonna get the most updates and things that aren't gonna be able to be said in such a like we sit down and we do this podcast at like so on social media we can post a lot more often. So.
Yes.
Matthew, you want to say goodbye to the people at home?
Guys, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for listening, and
we hope
lending us
letting you.
And
sorry.
lending. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was great.
And lending us your time.
Oh, lending.
And we hope and believe everything.
Good ending. Thank you, Matthew.